The Chevy Sprint. About the lowest priced car on the range.
All right. So I made it off the mountain. Got a little bit of gas at that gas station. That actually wasn't that expensive at all. Probably should have just filled up. Now I got to do more complicated math to figure out my fuel economy. Got back into the mountains now, and I'm headed towards Reno, but I'm not really in a hurry. I think I got on this road, California 49. I'm gonna try to find a stop with some cell phone signal and update everybody. Sorry, this road's a little damp. But I think I should have cut this video already.
All right, it's the beginning of day 5. Made it up the mountain on 49 last night. It got pretty snowy. My tires aren't great. I passed a snowplow coming down the hill, so I went and drove the rest of the way up in the left-hand lane. Made it up to the summit around 6,700 feet, but that's where the snowplow turned around, so I had to too. I came back down to, I think, Sierraville, but there wasn't anything going on in that town. It was completely shut down, and I was going to try to get a bite to eat or something. But there was an open bathroom, so I changed my clothes and put my cold weather stuff in. That's what I noticed, that the floorboards were full of water. I guess the snow had been coming into the car because the window was open and then melting on the floorboards. But I didn't notice because I was going uphill, so as soon as I turned around and started going back downhill, the footwell filled up with water. It was freezing fucking cold. But most of it was gone by the time I got back down to about 3,000 feet at, what's the name of the town I'm in? Downeyville. I got there and took a walk around, sat in the bar for a second. It looks like a pretty nice place. I think I'm going to take a walk around this morning and stretch my legs, maybe buy some groceries. Up the mountain. Looks like the camera's out of focus, but it's not. This town is just really blurry.
It's the end of another day. Last night at that park that I thought sure I was going to get screwed with, I didn't get screwed with. I'm a little nervous to try the exact same spot, but I'm in the same park near the opposite end, so I'm sure they'll recognize me, but I'm going to try to lay low. Today I went to the National Auto Museum. I guess that's the Harrah's collection. It was a pretty good way to spend most of the day. Then I went over to Lowe's and then went to work on my cooling fan. I went and walked to the store for a long time, tried to get ideas of what to do, but I ended up going out to the car and just taking everything apart and seeing exactly what I needed. And then I ended up not needing anything, so I'll probably get some extra zip ties. I still need to pick up a switch at AutoZone, but I got coordinates for a camp spot for Friday night. So I'll probably stock up on a few little things and just head up there Friday during the day and post up. I did get in touch with the guy who wants to buy parts off the car. There's definitely a language barrier that I hope is not going to be an issue, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, another morning in Reno. It was a little chilly this morning, and I slept in until the sun was overhead, and it got too bright. I had to get out and move the spot. I had to pack up. I did spend another night at that Idlewild, and still nobody messed with me. It's a nice park. I saw a couple other people sleeping too. But I talked to that guy that wants to, I don't know, either go to a junkyard or junk my car, or I'm starting to lose track. There's a language barrier that's causing a problem, but I guess he has to work today from what I can put together. So I hung out as long as I felt like I could at Idlewild, and then went to Winco. They didn't have my branded tortilla shells, which is not a brand, I guess. They just a local thing. I don't know. But they did have green dragons for 88 cents. It was pretty fucking nice. Right now I'm waiting for a buffet to open. And if I'm done eating, I'm getting gas. And if that dude still hasn't gotten in touch with me by the time I've gotten gas, I'm headed up in the mountains, because I'm not spending another night in town. I mean, I'd love to help him out, but I'm not gonna sit in a parking lot. Okay, to try to keep my car from bottoming out quite so much, I've taken a couple of pieces of scrap wood I found in the desert, taped them together, jammed them in the spring, hit them with a hammer, put a zip tie around it to keep it from backing out, and lowered the car back down on them. Did it on both sides. That one's got an extra block stuffed in it. Also put a piece of wire to keep the exhaust from hitting the duct tape and melting it. All right, it's Thursday morning. It's about 9:30-ish. I'm out in the desert just north of Sparks. I thought about going down and getting some shock spacers, or some spring stabilizers, or whatever the fuck they call them, but I didn't see them in stock in any of the stores. So I'm just gonna put some wood in there and let it ride. I shouldn't need to come back off the hill today. I guess I'm meeting somebody who's camping here tomorrow night, so I guess I'll be here for the rest of the day.